So let's go ahead and move on to the next question. All right. So the next question that we're gonna go to comes from the San Antonio Spurs Talk Facebook page, and the question is: can the Spurs get Christian Wood? Christian Wood. I have to admit, not familiar on who Christian Wood is, but this offseason is crucial. This draft is crucial. What free agent moves we do in this offseason are huge. Harrison, why don't you give us a lowdown on Christian Wood?
Yeah, so Christian Wood, I believe he's a 4-year vet at this point. He's bounced around between a couple of teams. The Sixers had him, the Bucks had him, the Pelicans had him earlier this year and decided to make room for Zion, getting rid of him. Essentially, the Pistons picked him up when he was waived by the Bucks. He's averaging about 10 points, 6 rebounds this year, but since the Pistons traded Andre Drummond to the Cavs, he's just gone off. It's night in, night out, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple of blocks in there. He's a 6'10 guy with mobility. He's the dream in the modern league, not to mention he hits 40% of his threes. So he's on a bargain deal right now at $3 million. The Spurs can get him, but it's going to come at a cost of some other players just with market value. The one thing that could happen is DeRozan could feasibly opt out of his player option. And then there's $27 million in cap space to play with. I think his deal is probably going to be somewhere at a minimum $10 million a year range, probably a max at 15. So if you could offer him about 11 to 12, just kind of secure that. I think they could get away with it. The problem there is you're looking at possibly not being able to offer Jakob Poeltl. You're going to have to get rid of Bellinelli, which I think a lot of people are fine with. You're looking at not being able to qualify offer Bryn Forbes, and it's going to really restrict you with the rest of your free agents should DeRozan opt in. But it is feasible, and he would be a great fit.
All right, awesome. That's a good intro on a little bit of Christian Wood. Maddie, what's your take on Christian Wood?
Yeah, I mean, Harrison put everything perfectly right there as far as, how feasible it is and how realistic it is, with the cap space and DeMar's situation. Just to talk about Christian Wood a little more in detail, though. So I live right outside Milwaukee. I got a lot of friends here in Wisconsin who are huge Bucks fans, and he was on their G League team last year, and he was just a beast. I personally didn't watch him. Like, I don't watch the Bucks G League team, but my friends do. And when they got rid of him, they were furious. They wanted him on the Bucks last year. They wanted the Bucks to keep him and sign him. This isn't to say he's going to turn into, a Tim Duncan legendary player, but, I agree with Harrison. $3 million a year is an absolute steal for that guy. So he's going to get a big payday this year, I believe, whoever, he signs with. So like you said, he can do it all. He can score at the rim. He can shoot the three. He can block. He can defend the paint. He can do it all. Just a perfect modern day big. So, if the Spurs can get him, I'd be elated, but, it's going to depend on obviously what DeMar does and, whether or not he opts in or out is really going to make a big impact on our free agency this offseason.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I kind of like the idea of, we do that all the time. We find talent that's kind of hidden, and we turn it into what it needs to be for us to be successful. And I think, Christian Wood can be that type of guy. To be honest, I haven't seen a lot of film on Christian Wood, so can't give you too much of an in-depth analysis on him. Destin, you know anything about Christian Wood?
I do not, but based on what you guys said, he sounds amazing. So I'm down for it. It looks like we're kind of going in a direction where we're trying to get or develop, power forwards or those skillful bigs. So if you guys are saying that he's skillful and he can shoot outside shots and attack the paint and aggressive, I mean, I'm all for it, especially if we can get him for a good price. So yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah, me too. And I mean, I'll throw in another young buck with Drew Ebanks and Chimezi and Jakob. Can we have them all there at the same time? I have no idea. But we're going to go ahead and keep this one moving. Our next question